What's going on, everybody? My name's Sharksmaster. Welcome back to this video where we're going to be discussing the fact that Marvel and NetherRealm could be possibly working on a new fighting game in the future. The article right here is actually by The Gamers, and it says here that hints of possible Marvel fighting game being in development by the Masters of Combat, which should be with a K, genre. NetherRealm would finally be in the meat of possible arrival of a above par Marvel fighting game, which is very cool because it could be DC versus Marvel finally, as Injustice is now. Could have a third game, and they might have like a DLC, you know, Deadpool or something, or Mortal Kombat, Combat Pack 3 or Mortal Kombat 12 for DLC could have Deadpool, because I think Deadpool would be a great addition to Mortal Kombat, as his like whole thing is like basically very much fit for Mortal Kombat, and the fact that Spawn has a very Deadpoolish looking skin, like the color scheme. Everybody says that. Whoever I get to play MK11 and they play Spawn, that's what they think. And I'll be very intrigued to see if they do a story mode like they do for Injustice and Mortal Kombat, or for Marvel thing. Maybe you could have fights with, you know, if they do a DC versus Marvel, we could have Batman versus, I don't know, Iron Man, or Superman versus Captain America, you know, stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Or you could have like Mortal Kombat versus Marvel versus DC Universe, and it's like a whole Smash Brothers type thing with a story mode if they feel like it. Or it's like Armageddon, where it's all their properties in, like all their fighting properties in one, which I think would be pretty cool. But it's basically up to them, and the gore basically has to be there if it's Mortal Kombat. But I'm not surprised if it's not going to be there, like the fighting game characters, like as you know, as Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man, and all that don't have fatalities with the Mortal Kombat characters. I would like to see them to do it, or they do like something similar. I would be intrigued to see what they do if they do something like that. So it's going to be interesting if they do get the license. Is Marvel has had a fighting game already with Capcom, which is very interesting, which is basically NetherRealm's rival, because they did Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat have always been like basically against each other, especially in the arcade days, which is now not as big as it used to be, as Capcom hasn't really been doing that many Street Fighter stuff to help it out, and Mortal Kombat is clearly on its A game compared to Street Fighter, with Mortal Kombat getting more merchandise, movies, updates, DLC. That's all being updated compared to Street Fighter kind of being there, compared to Mortal Kombat trying to, you know, claw it, like get through and doing really well for itself, and just Street Fighter not getting a movie, you know, not, you know, stuff, what, you know what I'm saying, like not as much in the mainstream as Mortal Kombat is. Like with the movie now being out, people are getting introduced into Mortal Kombat, they're getting new fans, while Street Fighter is kind of just staying back there and just existing, and not getting too many new fans compared to Mortal Kombat with its new movie and its new games and updates and DLC, like Ash Williams might be coming now, and like you got Joker, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, which is very cool. We can also be possibly seeing with that, you know, possibly happening, is you could see like Marvel vs. Capcom being like a series happening again if like NetherRealm does buy Capcom, which I doubt it, but I really do doubt it. But I think if they do like a Marvel versus NetherRealm, you know, something like that, would be pretty cool. Which, yeah, like I said before, it's like an Armageddon type game, which is very interesting. And it would be cool if they do a Marvel versus DC game. It would be like an Injustice thing, and you would see people team up, and you'd have evil Superman and stuff, or yeah, stuff like that. But also a tweet here by Ed Boon says, "I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I have a suggestion for the sequel name." He says, Zack Snyder's Injustice. I would be down to see that movie. I mean, I like the games for Injustice, I like the story modes, I love the comics for Injustice, I love the comic books for Mortal Kombat and its movies, and except Annihilation and The Journey Begins. But I love its movies, I love NetherRealm's style. It's amazing, it's very good, and the storytelling is really, really good. The music they do by Dan Forden is amazing. Ed Boon is a very good game director and all that, and he has a great voice for Scorpion, and I love like the motion capture and all the hard work the NetherRealm team puts into that game. I respect it so much. But I think this is a great news if this actually does go through, because I would be really intrigued, and I think a lot of people will be, if Marvel in NetherRealm do sign a deal to make this game, and many more to come if this goes well. But I've got nothing and I'm just rambling on, so if you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys do love NetherRealm products and Mortal Kombat, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.